It's Week 12 of the NFL,
where we'll see who's better, Houston's former team or its current one.
It's the Titans and the Texans, next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage and get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Returning it from the 4. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Shotgun now for Levis. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Levis. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Man in motion out of the slot. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Levis here on first down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Levis from the shotgun. Completed to Pollard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, already a leader of the offense in just his first season, this rookie from Florida.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, That's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's brought in by White. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Back to the well again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Everly's kick is good, and that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Jackson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. Levis to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Levis has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Texans and their running back about to get back to work. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Connects with Mechie. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, he gets this one to Lloyd. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Spins out of one stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch their early lead to 9. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans go up 10-zip here in the first. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Offense to the line for 2nd down. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 2-score game early. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd down and 5. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing is Levis. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Levis now on first down. Boyd hauls it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And a third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third and short yardage, Levis. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Okonkwo brings it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Third and just 2 to go. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, a run with Pollard. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Devin White hauls him down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Levis. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these third downs. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Left side, cut by Ridley. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff running right, Pollard. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They motion Ridley over right. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Right back to Pollard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans, lined up with a 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, your play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've got a screen to the running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mechie hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Titans taking over. Not much time remaining in the half. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Throwing now on first down. Levis has his man. It's Ridley. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Tennessee calling it second timeout now. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans tie things 10-10. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. And a man is there to knock that away. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Damian Pierce now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Now a give on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Levis now off the play fake. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Levis here on first down. Pass caught by Ridley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Slot man motioned over. They'll run now on second down. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves them with third down and 3. Throwing is Levis. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jerome Baker has it. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New set of downs for him at the 38. Ridley, the motion man left. Levis now on first down. Boyd hauls it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Folk with a point after. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 10.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return starts at the 3. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets him around 6 there. Chidobe, Awuzie, and they're on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. That pass complete to Boyd. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Levis from the shotgun. That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's an option to the left side. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Levis to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They've got first down from the 31. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He throws up. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Titans' 30-yard line.
Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing now from the gun. That's brought in by White. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 15-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Another carry for him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, they go with Pollard. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Punting unit out now. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He fields this at the 18. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. It's into the hands of Wright. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw it on first down. He'll get this complete to White. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second and 3 now.
Second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Man in motion here. Running for the marker on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass play on first and 10. Throw left side, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
And 4 at the 30-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Oh, stiff arm. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. He'll throw it. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Texans now lead by 10. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10, it's Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Levis. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it's going to be Texans football. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. Able to find Lloyd here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Houston first.
44-yard line.
They're throwing it. Stiff arm success. And this one does not go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
He has the first and still going past the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7. At the 27.
Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 27. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So it'll be third down. Levis. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans very close to an 11th win this season. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Everly's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Levis now on 1st down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. Pass caught by Ridley. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. You know, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Bronky Ord and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.